All right, intend to make this video as quick as possible. We on a video run early in the morning, man. Let's get it done. Goodfellas Sports TV, blessings to the brothers and sisters out there. Appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Make sure to subscribe button, bell icon button. Let's get into talking about Jermall Charlo. And where Jermall Charlo was mismanaged at, misadvised at. Let's talk about it, man. One of the biggest places that he wasn't advised right was, going after the WBC interim title. That should have been a huge no-no. And let's take it back. Going back to when Sergio Martinez held the title, Wade had a messed up knee. He held the title for like a year or two. And Golovkin had been trying to get in the ring. A couple other guys had tried to get in the ring. He came back for a money fight and really cashed out versus Miguel Cotto. Then Miguel Cotto really strung Triple G on for a year or two, probably 2 years, until Miguel Cotto relinquished the belt before he had fought Canelo Alvarez, right at the weigh-in or something like that. Because Triple G tried to up the step-aside money, and Cotto wasn't paying no more step-aside money, so he dropped the belt. Canelo won the belt. Canelo, then again, strung Triple G on for a minute. Right there in that time, Gennady Golovkin fought Marco Antonio Rubio for the interim belt. Okay, so he got the interim belt, and then Triple G was in a lawsuit with All-Star Boxing, and it makes sense in a minute. All-Star Boxing, he dropped the belt because he said he couldn't be in a lawsuit and then work under pressure of doing a purse bid, or negotiate with Golovkin. So he dropped the fucking fight. He dropped the belt and he got tired of the WBC. They was beefing for a minute. Eventually, Canelo did fight him. But the point of the story is this, okay? The point is this. Did you listen? And then, forget it, my bad. And then Jorge Sebastian Highland was the mandatory or the number one contender for about a year. So the moral of the story is this. The WBC number one contender interim title holder never immediately got a shot. Everybody that sat there, from whoever was the number one guy waiting on Martinez for a year or two, may have been Golovkin waiting, taking step-aside money from Cotto, and then waiting on Canelo for about 1, 2, 3 years. And then was Jorge Sebastian Highland waiting for a year and some change, or a year. People got tired. I mean, nobody who held that interim belt, and Triple G had to help run that interim belt, or had a mandatory that had to wait. Nobody immediately got their shot. Nobody immediately got their shot. All these dudes had to wait a year or a year plus. And that was bad. That was bad management. That was being mismanaged, misadvised by Jermall Charlo. He was the IBF champion. You know what I'm saying? He got ranked high by the WBC. And you have to go there and notice. When you paying people to advise you, to manage you, you got a manager, advisor, and you paying all these people around you to notice. They supposed to notice that the middleweight number one contender interim title holder had to wait years. Now, if he cool, wait years, and finally Canelo handed him the belt, then cool, we ain't got nothing to talk about. But he was misadvised, he was mismanaged, whatever you want to say. He should have went the IBF route. He should have went the WBO route. He was ranked high in the WBO and the IBF, and I say that because he would have been fighting Derevchenko for the interim title on PBC, 2 PBC fighters. Okay? Or he would have been fighting Demetrius Andrade. He would have been the mandatory. He went over to the zone and got a shot at Demetrius Andrade. Or would have got a shot at Billy Joe Saunders. He would have got a shot at Billy Joe Saunders before Demetrius Andrade would. But he wasn't managed the right way. And then your management, or your advisor, he lets Danny Jacobs, a guy that's not even tied to the PBC network as far as fighting on Showtime or fighting on Showtime at the time, fighting on Showtime. He let Derevchenko, basically fight Danny Jacobs, and get an opportunity to fight Danny Jacobs, and Derevchenko lost. So the one opportunity where you had where Derevchenko could have get brought a title back, you could have dropped your interim title and fought Derevchenko, went down the drain when he lost to Danny Jacobs. So Al Heyman, allowed Danny Jacobs to take a belt over to the zone. Knowing if Danny Jacobs beat Derevchenko, it was going to the zone. Now, Derevchenko didn't have to fight Danny Jacobs. Derevchenko could have fought Martin Murray, but Martin Murray can't fight in the United States, so he would have had to go over to the UK and fight Martin Murray because of his criminal history. But he easily could have made Derevchenko and Charlo and just told Derevchenko, we'll make the fight happen in the UK. And then you'll fight Charlo, or you fight Charlo down the line. We get Charlo drop that intern. Charlo had the IBF. You know what I'm saying? But then again, Al Heyman did, Danny Jacobs a solid. He let a belt go over to the zone. And it's a lot of inconsistencies and mismanagement in PBC. People act like they shit don't stink, but they fucked over Peter Quillen. They fucked over Deontay Wilder, which I'll talk about in a minute. So it is what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or a video question. You can DM me on social media. Other than that, you want to make a donation, that link's always in the description. So check it out, man. If you want to make a donation, just make it. Link there, or you can just share the videos. It's the best way to help the channel out and donate and help us grow. So blessings to the brothers and sisters out there. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to keep pushing and pumping these videos out tonight. So one more video to go. So pay attention.